Okay, welcome to another Social Autist show. Today I'm going to be discussing courting for marriage with autism. Now, the first thing you need to determine is, does the woman want to be a wife and a mother? And this is very important because there are women out there who want a marriage and they want kids, but they don't want to be a wife and a mother. So, that's usually the first thing I determine about a woman that I'm considering courting. And they have to want it right now. Not like, well, maybe someday, just skip those women. Just go for the ones that want it right now. And then you're good to go. Then you need to consider their age. Like, how many kids do you want? Let's say it takes 2 years per kid, and a woman over age 35 having kids, that's called a geriatric pregnancy. So you need to think about her age. Like, if you want 4 kids and she's 40, it might not happen. If you want 2 kids and she's 30, it could happen. If you want 5 kids and she's 22, yeah, it could happen. So yeah, take into account their age, because that fertility doesn't last, and they run out of eggs somewhere in their 40s, maybe 50. They run out of eggs. And then there's the location. Where will you two live, right? So if you have a long distance relationship with somebody, is she coming to you or are you coming to her? That will definitely have an impact. And do you guys both like to live in the same place? Obviously, if you're courting someone who lives in your city, then yeah, that's fine. Or you might say, oh, I want to get out of here and go to somewhere that's sunny and warm and tropical, and I live in the cold Detroit area or something. Then you need to look at her upbringing. What are her parents like? Are they married? Are they divorced? Did she have a single parent raising her? Does she have issues with not having a positive masculine model in her life, and she's gonna seek out certain things that might be a problem? Yeah, and there's these, like, a lot of the modern women are brought up, they call them feminists or woke people. Just avoid them. Right away, like on a first date, you could just figure that out, or just chatting. Like, these are things that I would chat to someone before I'd even consider going any further. And I'll tell you why. Because feminists believe that there's a tyrannical patriarchy of men oppressing women, and that they are victims. And that person's going to come into your life with a hostile attitude towards you. And you're not going to be able to have a marriage that's happy and successful. Then, after you've cleared the air of all those things, you're going to look at becoming friends. And even if you get a girl who's like, oh, I'm saving myself for marriage, that's fine. Just say, oh yeah, no problem. We'll be friends. And then you take about 2 years and you vet this person. You meet their parents, you meet their friends, you learn everything you possibly can. And after about 2 years, if this person is really who you thought they were, and there's no inconsistencies, then you pull the trigger. But that's basically how I did courting with my wife. I went through thousands of women, just asking them, do you want to get married and have kids? Do you want to get married and have kids? And like, 99% of the modern American women said no. Said, I'm working on my career, or maybe after college, maybe someday, but it was never yes. And The one who did say yes is now my wife. You can also gauge a woman's femininity. Is she going to fit into a feminine role in your life? And there are these modern women are not feminine. They're actually quite masculine, and they'll come up with you'll just be button heads the whole relationship, because there can only be one leader in a family unit, and that should be you, unless you're really effeminate and you want one of these masculine women. I guess some people do that. I don't know, but it doesn't work for me. But anyway, that's all there is to it. It's not a big deal. It just takes many attempts to find a woman that's appropriate for marriage. And if you look at Aaron Clary, he's got a book called The Book of Numbers, and he did the math, and it's like 2.7% of the women in the United States are marriageable. So you might do like I did, go look abroad. You get over into Indonesia, they got these conservative, traditional Muslim communities, and that's where I found my wife. And they do a lot better in relationships. You get someone who's a careerist, you're not gonna like it. It's especially if you want kids, because what are you gonna do? Send the kid to the babysitter, and she goes to work, and you go to work, and that's not really good for the kids. But yeah, that's all there is to it.